Alright, what's good, folks? It's Dark J 19 here, yo, and I believe this is What If Naruto Was the Son of Obito and Fem Kakashi, Part 4. Now, I know y'all been wanting that Zilla What If Part 2, and don't y'all worry, it's coming. You know, I just had to, put this one out, and, it's just, because technically I already been writing it. I didn't want to write 2 stories. If y'all didn't know, I script my joint, and I just didn't want to write 2 stories during that time. So yeah, after this will be the Godzilla joint. Promise. So yeah, let's start. So let's start this story at, female Neji, who is being told the truth about her father's death by the Hyuga leader. I forgot his name, and how he decided to sacrifice his life for the Hyuga clan, or the village, whatever, in general. And learning this truth, think about the choices has made over her life, and as she's thinking, and the Hyuga leader left, Naruto would actually come in saying, "Oh, so you're awake. Good. Let's talk." As Naruto would walk in, closing the door, as Neji would kind of look away, a bit saddened, saying, "I've lost the bet we made, so I'm guessing you don't want me anymore, huh?" It's not just like, it's not like that. Remember, Lord Third have put me on that little plan, so you have no choice but to share me with Sakura and Kunato, giving Neji the famous Kakashi eye smile. And Neji, seeing this, would just cross her arms with a pouty face, saying, "Fine, I'll allow those two to be a part of whatever this is, but when we are right in age, I will be the main wife. Those two will have to settle on second best." As Naruto would, chuckle to himself, just smiling at Neji with her little embarrassed and pouty face. And, in the next room of the hospital place, Sasuke would be sitting upright, looking at his hands, shaking with rage as he thinks, "Losing against Naruto, I can accept. Even maybe losing against Kunato. But losing to Sakura of all people? No. I need power. I want power." As a familiar figure comes into the room, saying, "Well, if it's power you want, I think I can help." And I'm sure you guys already know who that person is. I don't have to say it. So yeah. So as that conversation was happening, Shikamaru would have Tamari. During this time, Shikamaru would have a Tamari in his shadow possession jutsu, as he would, raise his hand, saying that he gives up and saying how, it's a drag and all. And after all that, yeah, I'm about to do this a little early. After that match, feathers would kind of fall from the sky, as people would, as the audience who are watching would fall asleep beginning the Konoha Crush. And I know that, you know, the Konoha Crush happens with Gaara and, you know, going crazy against Sasuke, but I kinda didn't have anybody to fight Sasuke, especially with the ranking thing I did in part 3. I kinda didn't think about it too well. And Sakura already defeated Sasuke, so you can't really. So yeah, you know, I had to do this a little early, if you guys could understand. So yeah, both Sand and Sound Ninja would attack, as Gaara would just go crazy for no good reason, heading to the forest area. And Kunato, seeing that, knowing how dangerous Gaara is, would go after him, with Sakura following right behind. And that's when Naruto, who is talking to Neji and would be hearing all the commotion happening outside, would head straight to the exam, as he would get jumped by a bunch of Sand and Sound Ninja. And over with the third, he is taken on Orochimaru with the help of Obito, while Kakashi and Guy are dealing with the fodder ninja in the stadium. So yeah, let's go to Kunato and Sakura, who are trying to fight Gaara together. And you know, thanks to Sakura's water type jutsus, most of Gaara's sand attacks are made useless with the wet sand, while Kunato is trying to find an opening for her to use her chakra chains to try and subdue Gaara. Subdue Shukaku's chakra. Sorry, I had a mind melt right there. But as they were fighting, Sakura shooting a bunch of water bullets and whatever, and Kunato getting a few hits in. Some random thing out of nowhere. Some random thing out of nowhere punches Sakura away, as she kind of loses her footing, falling down to the ground, and kind of knocking herself out, which is kind of understandable since she used most of her chakra against in her fight in the Chunin exams. And what punched her and knocked her from the tree? Well, it was Sasuke, who was covered in these black markings, as Kunato would look down to Sakura and to whoever hit her, and seeing that it was Sasuke would make her extremely pissed, while Sasuke would just look back at her with a sadistic grin as he goes to attack Kunato with a fireball jutsu. As Kunato dodges, saying, "The hell are you doing, Sasuke? Why are you even attacking me? And why would you do that to Sakura?" As Sasuke responds, it's like, shut up, Uzumaki. Uzumaki, there's one thing about you outshining me, but I will not allow that useless waste of space pink-haired loser to outshine me as well. So, if you'll excuse me, as Sasuke would actually stop fighting Kunato and begins to charge at the unconscious Sakura, and Kunato would try to go and protect her friend from the insane Uchiha, but Gaara keeps getting in the way with his sand. And, Sasuke going in with a few hand signs or whatever would get going with a few hand signs or whatever would get real close to Sakura as he fires a fireball jutsu at her body. And Kunato seeing this would be like, no, Sasuke. She would say, no, Sasuke, as she gets pummeled with the sand into her stomach as she kind of goes flying. And with the fireball inches away from Sakura, Sasuke would do nothing but smile until the fireball kind of gets Kamiweed away, as Sasuke's kind of shocked, and before he realizes who it is, Naruto would appear right in front of him, and full of rage, Naruto would uppercut Sasuke, kind of sending him flying to a tree. As Sasuke backflips onto a branch, saying, "You damn half-breed, get out of my way." Naruto look up to him with his Sharingan burning full of rage, saying, "Sasuke, I am getting real tired of your attitude. But I guess there's a good reason why the council would choose me as the next leader of the Uchiha clan." As Sasuke, filled with rage, says, No, you are lying. They would never choose a half-breed like you. Never." "Sorry, Sasuke, but it's true. And I already have 3 females to help me in achieving your dream of restoring our clan." And one of those females actually used to like you, but you kind of messed that up. But worry not, Sasuke. Our empty compound will be filled with Uchiha in a few years. All of them being my children. Sasuke would be shaking with rage, saying, "You goddamn half-breed. That will never happen," as the curse mark would fully take over Sasuke. It's like, and Naruto thinking to himself, saying, good, the mind games worked. As he yells to Kanato, saying, Kanato, deal with Gaara, Sasuke's mind. As their fight would finally begin. Our Naruto, not expecting this fully curse marked second stage Sasuke, as the wings, his weird little hand wings would spring out of his back, charging to Naruto, interested in the speed that Sasuke's going, as he would shoot a great fireball jutsu at Naruto, as Naruto just calmly threw it and hits Sasuke, sending him flying. But with his wings, he gets his bearing quickly as they go in charging. Sasuke would get a few hits with the taijutsu skills he had, and Naruto kind of be blocking them all. As Sasuke would use the advantage that he has with the flying, as he kind of like sweeps Naruto's leg, and then grabbing him, flying up to the sky, and then throw him as he weighs a few more hand size to shoot another fireball at Naruto. Keep in mind, Sasuke never really learned the Chidori, since Kakashi was more focused on her son, Naruto. So yeah, as this fireball is approaching, Naruto doesn't want to end up using another Kamui, so he would put his right arm holding his left arm. Take his right hand and holding his left arm, as he would form a lightning blade, slicing through the fireball and heading straight towards Sasuke, hitting his wing, kind of slicing off, as they both kind of go tumbling down. Sasuke, in pain, would hit a tree branch, as Naruto would just jump off of other trees, kind of building up a bit of momentum, as he charges right towards Sasuke, kneeing him in the face, grabbing both of his legs before he kind of goes flying away, as Naruto would do the dragon throw. You already know that's basically Goku's thing, as he just spins someone around and throws them. That's basically what Naruto did, spinning Sasuke around, throwing him as he hits a few branches, breaking right through them and hitting the ground, making a crater. As Naruto just lands in front of Sasuke, saying, "Are you done? Because we do not have time for this." As Sasuke would just get up, saying, No, you have to die. As he flaps his little whatever joint wing at Naruto, Naruto would just step back a little as Sasuke would try to get some distance also with the one wing he have. As he goes through a few more hand signs, final hand signs, as he uses his curse mark filled Phoenix Flower Jutsu, as multiple black light would head straight towards Naruto in many other directions. Naruto was not expecting these many fireballs, as he would have no time to dodge this, as the fireballs, all the fireballs would hit Naruto right in the spot he's standing, as Sasuke would just smile sadistically, believing that he's won and finally killed the half-breed, until the smoke would clear and Naruto is surrounded by a gray rib cage. As Naruto would look towards Sasuke, saying, "Not bad, Sasuke. Didn't think you of all people would force me to use this." And in Sasuke's shock, Naruto would actually Kamui behind him, using his Susanoo arm to slap Sasuke into the ground, knocking Sasuke out. It's like, alright, Sasuke. As Naruto just looked, it's like, alright, Sasuke, you chill here. Let's see what's going on over here now. As Naruto, Sasuke, he would look into Kunato's direction, as her battle is at the point where Shukaku has fully taken over Gaara, and Kunato, who is kind of on the ropes, even though she has the help of the Chief Toad, Gamabunta, I think that's his name. She can't really get close to Gaara's unconscious body. And Naruto, seeing this, be like, this is gonna take a lot of my chakra, but I gotta help her. He would, as his Susanoo would grow as the torso, it would kind of be like that torso joint, like half the body. It's like fully formed, not fully formed. It's not the perfect Susanoo, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? That torso with the arms and whatever. I'd look up a picture, but I don't have time to search. It's like 11:27. I gotta be in bed soon. But I mean, I don't really have like a bedtime or anything like that, you know. I prefer not to stay up too long. But that's beside the point. Let's get back to this. As Naruto's Susanoo would summon several Kamui shurikens and throws them at Shukaku, taking away both of his sand arm, whatever joints. And Kunato, seeing seeing that she finally has an opportunity, makes the Chief Toad stab through Shukaku as she would use her kunato, she would use her chakra chains to pull Gaara out of Shukaku's little head, then begin to slam him to the ground, knocking him out. And with all the chakra she has been using, Kunato would kind of faint mid-air as Naruto, who was already holding a unconscious Sakura, would catch Kunato in his other arm. And in their little unconscious kind of sleep, they would kind of squeeze closer to Naruto, as this kind of felt familiar to them. As Naruto, who would look he would look at the unconscious Gaara, would just be like, alright, I think we should hang out here for a while. Lord Third and my parents are more than capable to defeat Orochimaru. As he just begins to sit on the tree branch holding the two girls, as he would kind of fall asleep a little bit. So yeah. So time would pass as Kunato, Sakura, and Naruto would kind of still be sleeping a little bit, but Sasuke would actually be woken up by Kabuto, as Kabuto would explain the situation, and Sasuke would leave with Kabuto, who is followed by the Sound Four, who are holding a half-dead Orochimaru. Because you can only imagine. I mean, the Third was kind of doing fine on his own, not really, but with Obito's help, who, keep in mind that Obito was still trained by Madara. He was still trained by Madara, and he has the wood style, whatever joint. So Orochimaru was not winning that. So yeah, Sasuke leaves the village a bit early, because just kind of want to get that out of the way, as Naruto would finally wake up from his little nap, as he finally decides to head back to the village, leaving Kunato and Sakura at the hospital, since they were kind of both chakra, they were chakra drained or whatever. So yeah, after leaving them there, he would meet up with the Lord Third, as Naruto would explain what happened to Gaara and the fact that he can't find Sasuke. the third would think on this, then say, for now, we need to help the civilians and rebuild. After that, well, we'll talk. So yeah, I'm gonna do a time skip. Yeah, a time skip in Naruto. So yeah, time skip. The village would almost be fixed. The sand would learn that they were being manipulated by Orochimaru. So the leaf would, kind of forgive them, I guess. So, and, during that time, Lord Third would actually call a meeting with all the Jonis. As, he would explain that about the sand and everything. But, before he's finished with this meeting, he wanted to tell, the folks one last thing, as he would speak up saying, so, I wanted to end this meeting, I wanted to tell you all that I will be stepping down as Hokage. I have spoken with the council and all, and even though some of them didn't agree with the decision I'm about to make, I know it's our best bet, as I want to give the title of the 5th Hokage to young Obito. As Obito kind of already knew that he might end up being Hokage from the last meeting he had, but he wasn't expecting it to be soon. So, he was kind of shocked. All the Jonis were pretty happy for him, especially Kakashi and Naruto, since he's technically like a special Jonin, kind of like Anko. And then the third would speak up saying, and Naruto, would you step up for a sec, please? As Naruto would stand in front of the Hokage's desk. Stand in front of the Hokage's desk. Young Naruto, you were able to become a Jonin at the same age as your mother. That is one of the accomplishments you've had. And also, you were able to help your friend Kunato in defeating the one-tailed Jinchuriki. So, I believe, as my last order as Hokage, I would like to grant you the opportunity to lead your own team. As the goal Naruto has been that he's been working on has, he finally achieved it. And, as Obito and Kakashi would be really proud of their son. Really proud of their son. And Naruto, he already thought of the team he wants to have. But he is kind of disappointed that he pretty much already lost his student already. So yeah. And it's already time skip. People already know that Sasuke already left with Orochimaru. With Orochimaru. And the third is, kind of already worried about this because of the promise he made with Itachi. But right now, that's not what he's trying to focus on. As he tells Naruto, as he ends the meeting and tells Naruto that, he should go and celebrate with his family and friends. Which is what they pretty much do. Kunato, all of them, Kunato, Sakura, and Obito and Kakashi. Let's just say they went, I guess it'd go Ichiraku ramen. Cause why the hell not? They eat there, they celebrate and all. Kunato and Sakura would be blushing, whatever, impressed with, what Naruto has achieved and all. And it'll just be a good time. So, time skip again. This will be the last time skip of this video. As 2 cloak figures would be entering the village. As the people, the civilians, they would see that the people and all, are kind of celebrating their new 5th Hokage, Obito Uchiha. As this would kind of surprise one of the cloaked figures, seeing that this man is the first Uchiha to become a Hokage. But he would push that thought aside, as the two would use this distraction to keep on moving forward until they are confronted by Kakashi, Asuma, that's his name. That's how, yeah, Asuma and Kurina. And we already know how that fight goes. Yeah, even though Kakashi's a bit stronger in this, I'm gonna say that it still goes to canon, where Itachi used the Tsukuyomi on her, and but we already know Itachi, Kasame, and Itachi was kind of surprised that Kakashi has the Mangekyo Sharingan, whatever joint. Well, technically I gave her the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan on one of her eyes, but I'm gonna say it still goes to canon, because I'm not about to make a whole different fight on this joint, because who cares? Wouldn't really change much. So yeah, they get manhandled until Might Guy comes in for the save. So Itachi and Kasame just decide to dip, and for some reason Might Guy doesn't go after them. Or maybe he did. I don't know. I don't think he did. So yeah, while that's been happening, both Kunato and Sakura are on that, you know, little training trip with Jiraiya. Yeah, this is around that time where they go on that training trip. Sakura is only there because she doesn't trust Jiraiya being alone with Kunato, which is understandable. But no matter how many times Jiraiya says that he's not interested in in little girls, Sakura just, you know, doesn't really believe him, which is understandable because of what he did at the hot spring whatever joint. So yeah. As they kind of make their way through that little town where they end up at, I don't know if that's still in the Leaf Village or not. Maybe it is, or maybe it's just a little town in the land of fire. I don't know, but whatever. The three of them would travel through the town until, you know, they would end up in close to this hotel where Jiraiya spots himself a fine looking lady. You know, that black haired girl with the blue, you know, shirt with the cleavage kind of popping out. The girl kind of looking like Sasuke's mom, if you look at it, which is weird. But yeah, Kunato and Sakura would, you know, just look at Jiraiya with narrowed eyes, knowing what he's about to do, as he just gives them like a hotel key for them to stay in while he goes and have some fun. So yeah, Kunato and Sakura sitting in the hotel room as they would, you know, kind of practice with their chakra control. Kunato trying to, is this around the time where Naruto would be learning the Rasengan? I believe it is. So yeah, Kunato would be trying to break the rubber ball or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I don't care. Y'all can correct me in the comments if you want. So yeah, Sakura would actually just kind of speak up as she says, it's quite nice, you know, to have a younger Hokage, huh, Kunato? As Kunato looks towards her friend, saying, yeah, I think Uncle Obito was a pretty good pick as the next Hokage. And since Aunt Kakashi is gonna be his Shadow Kage, Naruto is gonna replace her as our Team Jonin leader. But it does kind of suck that Sasuke's gone. As Sakura be like, well, good riddance. That guy was a jerk, and it took me getting my ass whooped just to see that. As the girls would just giggle to each other, talking more, until they get a knock at the front door. as Sakura would just nonchalantly open it, thinking it's Jiraiya, until the two of them are confronted by two menacing figures. As Itachi would look towards Kunato, saying, "You, girl, come with us." As Sakura, seeing their headbands, knowing that they are rogue ninjas, would just stand in front of her friend, saying, "I don't think so." As Kasami would be like, "Ooh, this is quite interesting, isn't it?" As Tashi wouldn't really say anything, and wouldn't really say anything. As both the girls would kind of step out of the apartment place, ready to fight. Itachi would just look towards Kasami, saying, you deal with this for a sec. I want to gauge their power." As Kasami would be like, "Fine." As he goes in for the fight, charging in with his shark skin sword, whatever it's called. As the two girls were not expecting this speed from someone carrying what it looks like an extremely heavy sword. As Kasami would swing down on Sakura, as she would kind of block it a little, but it would hurt. Like, it would really hurt blocking that sword strike. As she's kind of sent flying, hitting the wall, as Kunato would shoot her chakra chains at Kasami, as he would just dodge these chakra chains, back flipping and all. Itachi, interested in the Genkai of the Uzumaki, since he's never seen it before. As the chains would travel kind of snake-like against Kasami. So, while dodging, Kasami would, go and throw in a few hand signs here and there. As he'd be like, "Water style, water shark bomb jutsu." As Sakura would recover from the hit, standing in front of, begin to run towards Kunato, as she goes through her hand signs, a few hand signs herself, saying, "Earth style, mud wall." As, I know they're in the apartment place. She wouldn't really have much earth to work with there, but I don't care. As the mud wall would block the shark bomb, then as Sakura would kind of jump over the mud wall, as she goes through a few hand signs herself, saying, "Water stop, water dragon jutsu." As it's like, I'm gonna say that kind of pulls the water at the air, and it's probably not enough water for that move, but whatever. As the water dragon would fire straight at Kasami, as he just like slices through it with his Shimada. That's what it's called, right? Shimada. As Kasama is having a lot of fun fighting another water user. As Kanato is just saying in her head, saying, these guys, they're just playing with us right now. We can't beat them. We gotta get the hell out of here. As she would, try to grab Sakura, but Itachi would get in the way. As she would try to, swing on Itachi, but he would easily block that and kind of palm Kunato across the hallway. As she would kind of get her bearing straight. As she would fire a few more chakra chains at Itachi. But with his fully fledged Sharingan, he would easily dodge these chains. But Itachi does find himself impressed with this young girl, to use a technique that he's heard only the strongest Uzumakis are able to use. And this little fight would kind of go on for a while, as the girls would kind of be on the losing side right now, until your boy Jiraiya coming in, I think he was like on a frog or some shit, with his signature pose, coming in for the save. He would see that the two girls that are pretty injured, which would piss Jiraiya off, as he would use the frog stomach thing, whatever it's called, the fleshy frog stomach, whatever joint. And Itachi, the smart one over here, not wanting to, waste his time on Asani, especially since he used his Mangekyo Sharingan a bit too much. And I think this is around the time his sickness thing has been acting up, decides to make a retreat with Kasame, as he Amaterasu through a wall of the flesh thing, and the both of them, dips. And as during that time they both dip, and the fleshy whatever joint thing disappears. Might Guy would come in, kind of accidentally kicking Jiraiya with the Diametic entry, kind of sending him flying on some goofy shit. Like, she's like, oh, I thought you were the enemy. I didn't notice. As Jiraiya would kind of get up pissed, saying, damn it, what are you even doing here? It's like, oh, sorry, I came to inform you all about what happened to my eternal rival, Kakashi. As, they would tell him that she's been hospitalized because of the Tsukuyomi, the chakra drain of her Sharingan, or whatever. So Jiraiya, hearing that, would decide to on a new mission and look for Tsunade. So yeah, I think that's a good place to end it off. Yeah, I think that's a good place to end this part 4 off. I hope you enjoyed and all. And you will get a Godzilla What If. Don't y'all even worry. You will get a Godzilla. I promise you that. So, thank you for listening, and goodbye.